The first thing we'll do here is talk to Emilia and then open the door of her house, which acts as a shortcut, connecting the waterways and the eastern half of the City of Tears. Now let's head for the fountain in the center of the city and open the door dividing the western and eastern parts of the city. I also highly recommend killing all Great Husk sentries you come across, as they drop quite a lot of geo, and with the combo mods they are not too challenging. It's also a good idea to kill the noble bugs every time you see them, if you're looking to complete the Hunter's Journal. We won't be encountering them that often, so it's best to use every opportunity. Now that we've opened the shortcut, let's continue to the fountain and have a chat with Hornet. Let's go back to the eastern part of the city to mug a fat, shiny noble bug. Feel free to use the super dash here. Killing this Great Husk sentry will also help us later, since the shiny noble bug is quite tanking, so having a high combo count will save us some time. Just use a Vengeful Spirit to clear these bugs and continue right through a hidden corridor. Thanks to our high luck stat, the geo we've received is quite substantially more than the base amount. Just imagine if we had the Fragile Greed charm as well. Now we can go free a grub locked in one of the houses here, and then unlock the stack station further to the right. I decided to first go unlock the station though, so I can sit on the bench and respawn the Great Husk sentries. I'm ashamed to admit that I still don't know how to get this Jew vault. Okay, so let's unlock the station and we can then go save the grub. Before that, however, I wanted to try to get the Hallownest seal above the station without the monarch wings. It took me a few tries, but eventually I was able to do it. The problem is that there's very little space you can grab onto for the wall jump, and after you manage to do it, there's very little time to react for the pogo jump on the spikes. There's really not much reason to get the Hallownest seal right now, I just wanted to challenge myself. Anyway, let's go back left and save that grub. The entrance to the house with the grub is not over here. This was the house of the noble bug. Since I messed up building a good combo count with the Great Husk Sentry, however, I decided to use these bugs, since we'll have to face another guarding the grub. I am continuing to mess up, but this at least gives me the opportunity to get some more geo and rack up more kills for the journal. And now I've completely lost the combo counts. Good job. Okay, let's try this again. Here is the correct entrance. Now let's deal with the Great Husk Sentry and finally save the grub. You can skip killing the sentry by breaking the jar and then save quitting, but there's no reason not to kill him. Now let's go back to the stack station and travel to Queen Station in the Fungal Wastes. Oh, I really can't wait to get the Monarch wings. It will make moving around so much simpler. Before going to the Fungal Wastes though, I wanted to get back to Lamb and sell the King's Idol. Currently it's worth much more to sell it rather than use it to level up. Unfortunately, since I have it in my possession, I must use it to gain a free level. A bit of an oversight by the mod author, or perhaps a limitation by the game engine. Let's use this opportunity to finally get that Rancy tag.
Velmy Artred. Oh, Paul. Velmy Artred. Gacheo Liasoke. Helmadelka.
Now we can just save quit to get back to the bench. I decided to get my strength stat up to 10. Again, I should have upgraded the others before that, but there you have it. Still, increasing the nail damage by that much will make the fights much faster and easier. And now we can warp to the Queen Station bench. We'll need to collect some things from the Fungal Wastes, but ultimately we'll be going to visit the Mantis Village again and completely exploring it this time. First, let's grab this mask shard that's been taunting us for so long. Let's try this again, but more carefully this time. Okay, now let's head all the way to the right for a Wanderer's Journal. The fungus are definitely much less annoying now that we can kill them in 2 hits. To get the Wanderer's Journal, we need to jump over some thorny vines. I prefer super dashing over them since this gives me plenty of time to set myself up. But simply dashing over them works as well. Now let's get back to the hole in the floor and exit through there. In this room, we need to get to the exit at the bottom left first. The Mantis Village is to the right, but we still need to collect a few more things. We need to take the left exit here. The group is to the left of the thorny vine stalactite in the center. You can easily reach it by using the bouncy plants. After that, we drop down below and go right for the sports room charm. Now let's continue left and go for a quick visit to the Queen's Gardens to meet the Moss Prophet. The exit is hidden behind a breakable wall just below where the grub was. We can use the super dash to quickly reach the prophet. For some reason, this is the only room where the combo mode goes nuts. It sticks several times a second without me doing anything. Thankfully, it goes back to normal after leaving the room. Now let's drop down to Deep Nest so we can save another grub. Navigating Deep Nest is still quite annoying for me, but it's not that bad. Eventually, you always find your way. This is not the way to the grub, but since Cornifer is just up ahead, we might as well go by his map. Now let's go back to where we initially dropped down and head left. There are quite a lot of dirt carvers here. They're almost not worth the time, but since they're mostly blocking your way, you have to kill them anyway. It's time for another super dash, though I think we could have cleared the gap with a regular dash as well. The path to the grub is hidden behind a breakable wall over here to the right. Most of the grubs in the room are actually mimics. The correct one is the third counting from left. Now let's leave Deep Nest and finally go in the Mantis Village. Have I ever said how much I hate Deep Nest? The fastest way to get out of here is by using the exit at the top left in this room. This will place us near the initial drop in Deep Nest. Now we need to clear the gap to the left and continue going up until we reach the top exit. It ends up near the entrance to the Queen's Gardens, where we met the Moss Prophets. Now we can finally head towards the Mantis village, so let's start going right. And now we'll take the bottom right exit in this room, which will lead us into the Mantis village. In this room we'll have to drop down and take the left exit. Dropping down the exit at the bottom of this room will bring us finally in the Mantis village. Let's first go all the way to the right for the first bench in the village. To be honest, if I wasn't apprehensive of crashes, I would have skipped this bench and went straight to the next one. Let's now go back to that big hole in the middle of the village. There's some platforming we can do in order to open all the doors in the room, but eventually we'll need to drop all the way down. And now we've reached the Mantis wards. With our current level and the combo mods, the fight will be a cinch. Actually, pretty much all fights from now on will be relatively easier compared to the vanilla game. As you can see, even without the damage multiplier, it won't take too many hits before the first phase is over. And when the multiplier kicks in, well, they simply didn't stand a chance. The last one was certainly a sharpshooter. And we're done! Easy! Now let's go grab a geo chest, a charm, and the second bench in the village. Let's go back up a bit and open the door. I know I'm not being very nice with the mantis, but it's their fault they have so much geo. And talking about geo, I want that geostone as well. Okay, now let's take the top right exit. From here we can collect the Hallownest seal, a large amount of geo and the Mark of Pride charm. Then we'll go to the bottom right for the bench. And with that, we are done with the Mantis village. Hey guys! I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from this game, you can check out my playlist over there. If you like my content, please press the like button, and if you have any comments, opinions or suggestions, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you for spending your time with me and hope to see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.